What if Enola Holmes 3 becomes the darkest movie in the entire franchise? Netflix is bringing Enola back once again, but this time the story feels bigger, more emotional, and far more serious than the previous films. And honestly, this might be the movie where Enola truly becomes a Holmes. Main review. One of the first things people noticed about Enola Holmes 3 is the change in atmosphere. The earlier movies had a playful detective adventure vibe, full of humor, fast pacing, and energetic moments. But this new film seems much more mature. The story reportedly moves beyond London and into Malta, giving the movie a completely different visual identity. From the first released images, the film already looks more cinematic. Warm lighting, narrow streets, night sequences, secret meetings, and a darker overall tone. Netflix clearly wants this movie to feel larger than the previous entries. Millie Bobby Brown's Enola also seems different this time. In the first two movies, Enola was constantly energetic, impulsive, and chaotic in a fun way. But in Enola Holmes 3, she appears calmer, smarter, and emotionally heavier. And that character growth may become the strongest part of the movie. It feels like Enola is slowly becoming more like Sherlock Holmes himself, not only in intelligence, but also emotionally. Because the smarter and more independent she becomes, the more isolated she seems from everyone around her. That loneliness could become one of the film's hidden themes. Speaking of Sherlock, Henry Cavill's return is another huge reason fans are excited. Even when Sherlock had limited screen time in previous films, his presence always added weight to the story. But this time, the relationship between Sherlock and Enola may become more important than ever. Instead of simply helping from the background, Sherlock could play a much more active role in the mystery itself. And then there's Tewkesbury. The relationship between Enola and Tewkesbury appears to be evolving into something more serious. Some fans even believe the movie may hint at a future together between the two characters. Thankfully, though, the film still seems focused mainly on mystery and investigation, rather than becoming just another romance story. Hidden themes. What makes Enola Holmes 3 interesting is that it may actually be about growing up. The movie seems to explore trust, loneliness, independence, and the emotional cost of intelligence. Enola is becoming stronger, but at the same time, she's becoming more distant from people around her. And honestly, that's a very Sherlock Holmes type of transformation. Negatives. Of course, there are still a few concerns. Some viewers may find the slower and darker tone less entertaining than the earlier movies. Others may worry that the mystery itself could become predictable. And because the franchise originally became popular through its fun energy, changing the tone too much could divide fans.